Okay, un momentito, vamos a hacer el video y luego... Okay. Welcome back to MexElects Live with Jacobin magazine. This is live coverage of the Mexican presidential election. We are here at what's called a Casilla especial. These are special precincts where people can vote who are not in their home districts. It would kind of be like absentee voting, although absentee ballots don't exist in Mexico, so they set up these special voting places where people can come to vote if they're traveling or they're away and they're not in their home district. The problem is tempers are flaring at this district because they're not allowing people in very quickly. The line is moving very slowly. There's a line all the way down the block and all the way down the other block. There's a limited number of actual ballots in this precinct. We're out here in the sun. There are people who are elderly and people who have health problems who've been waiting in the sun now for several hours who haven't been able to get in to vote. And the worst of it all here is we have three, including a correspondent Colin, we have three international observers who've been denied entry to this precinct. Gabriela y Juan, can you tell us what happened? ¿Pueden decirnos qué pasó? And I'll be translating here.
Estamos aquí en la casilla especial, venimos a observar, somos acreditados por el INE. El INE nos dice cuando tomamos esta acreditación que podemos presentarnos en cualquier casilla dentro de la Ciudad de México y fuera de ella, en cualquier estado.
Let me get this. Voy a traducir poco a poco, ¿no? So these are accredited electoral observers from the National Electoral Institute. This accreditation gives them the right to enter into any of the precincts in the country to observe what's going on. They haven't been allowed in here. Por favor.
Estamos en la casilla especial en la colonia Vicente Guerrero, en la delegación Iztapalapa, y nos encontramos con que no se nos permite el paso. Nos dicen que no estamos en un listado que el INE debe de mandar.
Okay.
Entonces,
so what the argument they're making is that the electoral observers are not on their list to allow them in. But they don't have to be on a list. The point is that the electoral observers should be able to go in and check any of the precincts.
Sí. Aquí la situación es muy complicada porque siendo muy amplia la cantidad de gente que quiere votar, que tiene que votar porque además se desplaza de otras delegaciones a Iztapalapa a trabajar, quieren hacerlo y entonces tenemos la incertidumbre de cuántas boletas hay y de qué manera se están organizando.
So the problem with these precincts is that people come from a lot of different places to vote and they want to make sure that there's the right number of ballots and that things are being carried out correctly inside.
Sí, entonces no se nos permitió la entrada, nos están comentando que hay adultos mayores, que inclusive hay adultos que tienen un problema de salud, que no pueden estar tanto tiempo en el sol y que ya son 3 horas las que han estado aquí esperando a poder entrar. Entonces,
so saying that there have been people who are elderly with health problems that we mentioned at the beginning who've been waiting up to 3 hours already. It's about 90 degrees Fahrenheit here today, a nice hot sunny, Mexico City day. Okay. Juan, ¿quieres comentar algo muy brevemente?
Sí, de hecho la función del observador electoral es precisamente observar cómo se desarrolla el proceso electoral. Este proceso electoral podemos decir que consta de 3 etapas. Una que inicia con la instalación de la casilla. No sabemos, al no permitirnos la entrada, no sabemos si se cumplió con el procedimiento y con el protocolo para la instalación de las casillas. No sabemos si están todos los funcionarios que fueron designados por el INE, por el Instituto Nacional Electoral, para que cumplan su función. No sabemos el número de boletas que llegaron a esta casilla y vemos que el número de ciudadanos que desean expresar su voluntad y su derecho a votar puede exceder al número de boletas que estén contempladas.
Gracias, Juan. So what he's saying is that the role of the electoral observers is to be in from the beginning to see the precincts set up in the morning, to see how many ballots there are, and to be able to observe throughout the whole process. Colin, let's go over here for a second. This is part and parcel of the great public distrust in the National Electoral Institute, which goes back several elections, which we were mentioning in yesterday's broadcast, right? Yeah. This is the result of an electoral institute which doesn't have legitimacy in a large percentage of the citizenry. Is that right?
Yeah, and I mean, aside from sheer incompetence, which seems to be the case. I mean, taking people in small numbers when they've been waiting here for 2 or 3 hours, but there's a good reason why people are suspicious of INE for precisely this. I mean, we show up, we have credentials, we're electoral observers, and they don't want to allow us to observe. So for all the people around us, they recognize that this is highly irregular, that this is not a good thing to build trust in the Mexican electoral system and the vote today.
So we'll be back in a little bit with an update here, Jacobin and MexElects Live.
See. So what did she say?